It's a unicorn. Do you believe in them? Like I mentioned in the pyramid video that I did from Prodiscus, they also have another new mid-range coming out. No info really on these at all, no flight numbers or anything, but I do know they're called unicorns. And the two that they sent me are in base plastic, so that's a little different from the pyramids that were only premium. So we're gonna see how they fly. I'm gonna tell you, they're very similar in rim shape, just a little difference. Let me grab the pyramid real quick. All right, so if you look at the pyramid and the unicorn side by side, the bottom part of the rim is pretty similar. Coming from here, the scoop, maybe the unicorn's got a little bit more scoop to it, and the unicorn's also a little blunter than the pyramid is, but they feel really similar in hand, both extremely flat. So let's see how it flies. And by the way, thanks Kai for getting these sent out to me. Reached out, hooked me up with these discs and some others to review, so I'm probably going to be doing some Prodiscus giveaways in the next coming videos. Like I mentioned in the intro, the two that they sent me are both base plastics. Still warming up, so I'm just going low power right now. No real aim on the angle. I'll get a few sets in and then I'll start talking more. Blue disc in a blue sky, hard to see usually. Oh, don't go in the water. It flooded here in the last couple of days. That's why I'm in a different spot. Oh, that might not. That might have got on camera. Here's my base plastic one I've been bagging. Yep. So I'm going to say this, from the first few throws, what I can tell is unicorn feels like it has a little bit more glide. Very similar in flight shape, just more glide, maybe a little less stable. So we're going to test that going back in the opposite direction. I'm going to give them some good throws. Yeah, I mean, it just feels glidier. Even though it held that shape, it wanted to push more than the dive. And that could just be because it's a base plastic too. Oh yeah, look at that. That's almost in the exact same spot as the other, maybe a tad bit further. Just more flip up and more glide out of those, but a similar shape. So this might be one of those things that you either like the pyramid or you like the unicorn more, depending on maybe arm speed or just your preference in a flight of a disc. So pyramid's probably feeling a little bit more reliable in a windy situation or something, but they're both pretty stable. So pretty good. I've said it already too in another video. They're feeling pretty consistent. It's always a positive. The unicorn, so far it's pretty good. It's just like more glide than the pyramid is what I'm starting to see. So I could honestly put the pyramid and the unicorn pretty close in flight numbers. I would say the pyramid, if it's a 5502, this is like a 550, like 1.5 or something. Or if the pyramid is a 5503, then this would be a 5502, just right behind it. And it has more glide, so maybe you take some glide off the pyramid, make it a 5402, and this a 5502, something like that. We'll give them a couple more throws, see how they're doing. We'll forehand them a couple times. But so far, they're pretty solid. I'm taking the unicorn right now. I'm gonna just try to see distance, kind of if I can just get some good Annie shots with some good power. Test out where they're flying. Didn't get enough Annie on it. Still got Good carry. That was better. Definitely going farther. Very similar place though, like where I landed, maybe just a tad bit farther than the first one. Okay, let's forehand this unicorn a couple times since I hadn't on video. Ugh. It's not worthy. It's gonna. It had enough to fight out of it, but it just went straight. Let's try not to roll. It's better. Just put that on pure hyzer. It's good. It's a little bit more touchy, so if you have like an accidental rollover on it, like I did on the first one, it's gonna mess up some. It's gonna drift to the left on you and not come out. A couple more forehands for you. I'd like to get some solid ones out there. Just try to commit to a hyzer. That's worthy. Yeah. This is a good forehand disc. It's not one that you like torque over on, like a yarn or like a Zone OS or something like that. This is like one of those mids you see people flick in the woods sometimes to get some more glide, but still a fade. Like that, like a tunnel shot that just fades off barely to the right. That's a solid flight for that. So that's, I think, where that would sit in somebody's bag that likes to forehand a lot. Get a little bit more distance maybe than what like a zone or something might. So that's pretty solid. I'm gonna give y'all a couple of what I was calling the forehand versatility shot or test with the pyramid. I'm gonna try the right to left ante like I would be going around something with the forehand. Oh yeah. That's nice. It's like a really good scramble shot when you can't throw a backhand. Some people just can't backhand and they throw shots like that. Yeah, that's very solid disc for that use. I can see that being utilized quite a bit on a course. If I'm being honest, I play a lot of wooded courses. I see that shot shape and throw it a lot. Okay, so the unicorn, let's talk about it. This one is pretty similar to the pyramid in flight and feel, but like I said in the video a few times, it feels like it has more glide, maybe just a tad bit less stability. Both are very usable and workable. Pyramid being more overstable though. I would be curious to see this in a premium plastic to see if that knocks the stability back up a little bit. But all in all, I think this would be a really good complement to somebody's like zone or yarn or something like that for in the woods for forehands. Backhand disc that you want stability but a little bit of glide to it. It's not going to be like crazy glidey. It's just more glidey than what the pyramid was. I got these out to 300 feet a couple times on backhands, maybe just a touch further, but they were extremely consistent. Every time I threw these on the same line, they were almost side by side. So that's something that is something I look for in a disc, is being able to rely on it. I do not like having a disc that I have to search for runs for to get consistency. I like it when a mold is pretty consistent. So as long as this stays this way, I'd be pretty happy with this. It's worth giving a try once they come out. I don't know when that's going to be, but keep your eyes out for it. Different naming scheme from Prodiscus than what I'm used to. I don't know if they're doing something different with a different line or something, or if it's just something they're trying out. So give them a shot, see what you think about them. But I think that's all we got. Thank you, Prodiscus and Kai, for sending those out to me to let me test out and do videos on. That's all we got, though. Till next time, peace.